Hello everybody, my name is Chuka Okonye and today you're welcome to my channel. Well, today we shall be talking about the spiritual meaning of talking in your sleep. That is when you talk in your sleep. So today we shall be talking about the spiritual meaning of you talking in your sleep. Now, have you ever woken up in the middle of the night to hear yourself laughing or crying or even talking in your sleep? Now, I would like to let you know that you are not alone in this. There are several people, or most people, actually talk in their sleep, or cry in their sleep, or even laugh in their sleep. You understand? And I believe that you've not only experienced yourself, you've also seen other people, maybe your brothers or your sisters or your mom or your dad or your friends who you happen to pass the night together. Maybe you now, fortunately, you now saw them laughing or crying in one or two occasions. Now, I'll let you to know, as I said before, that you are not alone in this situation. Now, one of the reasons why we speak through our sleep, or why we sleep talk in our sleep, is because we are communicating with our spirit guides. You understand? Yes, we do not see the spirit guides, but they are always there to lead us and to direct us and to help us make some certain decisions in our life and throughout the course of our life. Now, some of these spirit guides, or most of the spirit guides, do actually come or appear in our dreams to communicate some issues with us, or to relay some messages to us, to help us make some decisions, or to help us put us in the right path in our life. Now, in the course of discussing with them or talking with them in the dream, we sometimes speak in our sleep. You understand? Now, you need to understand that when the cautious mind calms down, or when the cautious mind falls asleep, it's when our subconscious mind takes over, that our soul tries to speak back to our spirit guides, which actually in turn leads to us speaking in our sleep. Yes, number two spiritual meaning of talking in your sleep is when you have lots of troubled emotions bottled up within you. You understand? Now, there are lots of reasons why we need to express our emotions out. Now, I believe there are some times whereby instead of expressing these emotions, maybe anger, we try, or we choose not to express this emotion or the way we feel towards the opposite being. You understand? Or towards our friends or families. You understand? Why? Because maybe you might be trying to avoid more trouble. But now, in this course of repressing or bottling up these emotions throughout the course of time, the body actually will find way to let it out, because it will become too filled up within you, and will be looking for any or every outlet for it to move out for it to move out from you. You understand now? So this kind of emotion now leads to sleep talking. You understand? Now leads to you talking in your sleep, because by the time you fall asleep and the mind falls asleep as well, the conscious mind takes over. You understand? The emotional mind too actually goes into work too. You understand? Don't forget, by the time we dream, emotions too are also into play. You understand? So sometimes our inner voice uses this opportunity to voice out our grievances, to voice out those emotions that has been bottled up against us. That is why sometimes you might have some grievances against someone, and you happen to dream about this person in your dream, whereby, maybe let me use an example of you very angry with that person in the physical realm, in the real life, and you don't know how to confront that person. You understand? But you now happen to see that person in the dream, and you don't and in this case, you start voicing out your grievances, your anger towards that person. Now, in the course of voicing out your anger or those words towards that person, it might now lead to you sleep talking. You understand? And sometimes it might be that you lost someone. You understand? And that will also lead, you lost someone, and you had to tell that person something. You understand? So in this course of thinking about that person, that emotion has been bottled up towards within you. Now you happen to dream about that person, and the only way that emotions can be released is for you to tell that person how you felt, or the things you would have told that person when the person was alive. Now, this kind of emotions now leads to sleep talking, because you talking to that person and the dream will actually feel as if you're really talking to that person in the real life, now which will now lead to you sleep talking out of sleep talking in the real life. You understand? It is well with you. Number three spiritual meaning of talking in your sleep is when your soul is restless. Yes, it is believed that when the body falls asleep, that the soul leaves the body to roam in other different realms. You understand? Now, by the time you talk in your sleep, it might be that your soul is interacting with other beings in a different realm. You understand? Now, one of the examples of those things is when you look at little kids when they sleep at night. You understand? If they happen to have a bad experience, during the course of the day before they fell asleep, the soul try as much as possible to help them unleash that burden from them through their sleep. That is why sometimes you see a child crying out of their sleep, or maybe the child is being attacked in a different realm in the dream. So the child begins to cry out of sleep, you understand, or to cry and beg out of the sleep. Now the parents will actually wake up the kid and tell the kid that it was just a dream. So that is just one of the ways whereby the kid is actually trying to express his or her emotions through sleep talking or through crying out of the sleep. You understand? Sometimes it might be joy when your soul is calm and happy, or is experiencing a blissful experience in a different realm. You see that you might experience you laughing out of your sleep. You might experience yourself sleep laughing. You understand? Or sleep talking too. You understand? So that is the main reason why we need to watch our emotions. You understand? And also and also be careful of what we do in the real life. You understand? Because some of these things actually affects our soul. So we should make sure that we avoid things like getting angry before going to bed, so that we will not have a restless soul. We should avoid things like fighting before going to bed. We should also avoid things like going to bed hungry, because sometimes some of these things affect the soul in the other realm. It is well with you. Yes, now number four spiritual meaning of talking in your sleep. It's when you've lost, or it's when you've recently lost someone. That is when you just lost someone you love so much. You understand? Now, as we all know how it feels when we love someone close to us. You understand? And that is the pain we feel, the emotions we feel, of we not seeing that person again. You understand? The sadness we feel of we not seeing that person again, or interacting with that person. So some of this thing leads to sleep talking, because as a matter of fact, if it is somebody so close to you, you happen to feel this sadness of emotions, you understand, running through you. So as a matter of fact, when you fall asleep, as I said earlier on, the mind goes to sleep, and the unconscious mind takes over. You understand? And by the time you dream about, by the time you fall asleep and you start dreaming, some people actually see this their loved ones in the dream. You understand? And by the time they encounter these loved ones, or those that looks like their loved ones in the dream, these emotions actually erupts back up. You understand? It reminds them of these emotions that they've been holding up or bottling up within them. You understand? Now they begin to remember that they're supposed to tell so person, that their loved ones which they've lost, a certain thing which they would have told them. Maybe they had a fight before the loved one passed away. They will now start begging for forgiveness, or trying to explain one or two ways, or trying to let them know that okay, it is not their fault. You understand? Or maybe there are something unfinished business that they had together before they lost their loved one. So in the course of talking, trying to explain things to this loved one in the dream, it actually leads to the soul sleep talking. Actually leads to you now sleep talking and the physical. You understand? So that is the main reason why we should try as much as possible to always be at peace. It is so that we will not feel this certain kind of pain when we lose someone close to us. Though it will be painful, but it will not look as if we had a fight or we had a disagreement before we lose that person that we hold dear to ourselves. You understand? To our lives. You understand? So by the time you lose someone a loved one, by the time you lose a loved one, these emotions that you have bottled up with you, within you, start eating you up. And by the time you fall asleep, sometimes your angels might actually come to you in your dreams, you understand, and assure you that your loved ones are in a peaceful place where they now find peace. You understand? Now, in the course of them encouraging you to move on, you now start crying. Some people express their emotions through crying. Now, some people, by the time they start crying, they realize that they cried all through in the physical. You understand? And why some, by the time they start explaining things to the angels, they now realize that they started sleep talking. It actually leads to sleep talking too. You understand? So these are some of the reasons that leads to sleep talking, or that leads to you expressing yourself crying, or expressing seeing tears in your eyes and the physical. You understand? So we should try as much as possible to love ourselves and also be at peace with ourselves. It is well with you. Yes, now these are just some of the spiritual meaning of sleep talking in your dreams. There are lots of meaning, lots of spiritual meaning of one talking in his or her sleep. But I just gave a broad point about the general meaning of sleep talking in the dream. If you have some meanings which you know about sleep talking, you can drop in at the comment section so that other viewers can read and know the meaning of them talking in their sleep. My name is Shuka Okonye, and if this is your first time of visiting my channel, kindly subscribe to my channel and hit the notification button to be receiving notifications whenever I drop videos on spirituality tips like this, or videos on dream interpretation. It is well with you. If you're an old member, thank you once again for visiting my channel. The Lord bless you. It is well with you. Thank you once again for coming to my channel. See you in the next video. Bye for now.